With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington.
Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Cleveland Browns and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Paulson Adebo up to make the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run right on the option. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Only a yard down the keeper, and that's going to leave him with the 3rd down. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Wilson. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Counter play with Jacobs. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 26. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3-2 situation.
Quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
14.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. That one goes for 8 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all these stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
The goal of the wide receiver sprint is getting enough blockers in front to cradle the ball and let him pick a spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The kick by Lutz is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Howell. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jalen Waddle, 75 yards. And the Seahawks have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Browns' drive about to get started. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Well, they needed 2. They can only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker. Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. 3rd and long, here's Howell. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the 1st half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson got his man complete over the middle. That's Beck. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Wilson.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth. And he is going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction, and was able to track the ball in another.
Off the option, here's Jacobs.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From the 27, Wilson.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. Prior to that, he hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Wide open receiver complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Hey,
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling the proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's first and goal. Here's Jacobs. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time with a completion. And now it's third and goal.
The key to any screen play is after the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short gain.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. It's Wilson on the option. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard and it brings up 4. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the left half. Should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken from about the 12. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, in the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Howell. He completes this to Walker. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Howell, he'll look to throw it. That's complete to John Ross. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And Walker once more. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. This time they'll throw it with Howell. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. First down, Howell to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be taken down. The 22-yard line. It's Walker. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in, but this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he will find Ridley on the left side. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
2nd and 5 from the 8. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. Here's Walker. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Walker with another carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Howell, 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal. And Gay knocks this one through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Browns drive about to get started. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Matt Judon there to bring him down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
We are through 3 quarters here on AEFL. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards and low.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Wilson. Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. There's a handoff to Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
14, buddy.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage. Not much more than that.
One thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making a play.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Matthew Judon to take him down.
They've got a little over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks him backwards. That interrupts the momentum of the building. For the defense to escape this drop before they get to the end zone.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
14.
The man in motion left here, Johnson. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Lutz is good, and that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Powell out of the shotgun. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
He's going to loft one, deep left side here, and incomplete on the deep ball.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Powell trying to pick it up on 3rd. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jalen Waddle. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Important extra point moving through. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Here's Wilson. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Now Wilson. Open man, that's the tight end fire move. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Throwing now is Wilson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Taking it right down Broadway. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. The lead is up to 15 now. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. On first down, Wilson. That's caught by Tolbert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Benjamin St-Juste. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down, but boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
The CDO is a little extra excitement for week 1 in one of our early window